Look at this. This is... Yeah, we're doing mail call, obviously. Look at how many envelopes. Now you're probably thinking, oh, that's a lot of orders. No, this is one order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all from the same person. And, yeah, I mean, I understand why the way they separated them out, but gosh, I gotta imagine this is probably a little expensive for them. Yeah, this is where they're from, Dallas, Texas. I guess we're gonna open them up. I mean, because I remember putting the order in, and this was, I mean, it was a fairly good-sized order. It wasn't massive. But yeah, they sent 7 different envelopes, so I guess we're gonna work through them. Where's my cutting device? Well, I may not even need the cutting device for these. These are just envelopes, so I can just kind of rip into them. I mean, they seem to have, for the most part, they seem to have arrived in pretty good shape. And again, just to give you all an idea, this is, what is the name? Here we go. This is Le Mode from Dallas, Texas. So we're going to see how Le Mode, L-E, one word, and then Mode, M-O-D-E. We're going to see how they hold up to shipping, because, well, there's a little bit of damage on that envelope. That one looks okay. Oh, there's some damage to this one. Yeah, that one's got a little tear into it. Well, let's see. I mean, because the reason I'm guessing the reason they went through separate envelopes was to try and minimize any sort of damage that may come to the cards, because they don't want to pack them all into one envelope and then have the envelope get jacked. And yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if he meant to do them like this, because these were kind of popping out a little bit. These are really stuck together. Let's see. These are... Wow, these are really in there. Okay. So I imagine these are cards... These are card saver 2s? Card saver 1s? They look like... Well, they look... I can't really tell. Anyway, let's... Yeah, these are really stuck. These are... There we are. Well, these are kind of... Well, I guess I could use these for... I don't know. I mean, I don't like them because they have the tape all over them now. Just toss them. Now this has tape. I gotta get this off. I hope... I have a feeling that he did all 7 envelopes like this. Which, again, I applaud him for at least trying to protect the cards. Just, I don't know if it really worked out here. Okay, that one actually looks okay. We might be able to reuse that. Alright, so let's go what we got from our first envelope here. What is that? Phosphorage, the Elemental Lord. Let's see, let's check condition. Oh, that's got some damage up there. That's got a little bit of gunk there. I don't know what this is, if you can see that gunk right there. Back on this one looks okay. This one's got a tiny bit of damage up there. A little bit of damage there. Surface looks okay. Back, a little bit of wear there, it looks like. It looks okay there. This one, on the other hand, oh man, I don't know if you can see that, but that back looks terrible. I don't know what happened there. Maybe that happened during shipping, because as you all saw earlier, it looked like this card was kind of poking out of the top of that card saver. So I don't know if this is from shipping or what, but that does not look good. Front actually looks okay, but again, because it's got that damage on the back, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We've got link bumper. Take a look at these. These came when they were still stuck inside the card saver, so they should be in a little bit better shape. Let's see, that one at a glance looks okay. And this one looks okay as well. Surface on this one has a little bit of gunk there and there. Let's see. This back looks okay. This one has a tiny bit of little indentions there. Wow, man, this video is going to take forever. Let's see if we can push through a little faster here. We're already at like the 5-minute mark. And we're only in the first envelope, and we got 7 total to go. Alright, hopefully he didn't package... Yeah, he did. He packaged all these pretty much the same. So let's see if we can get these out. Oh, come on. And again, I don't want to bend or pull too hard because that will damage the cards. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, these penny sleeves are going to be crapped because I'm having to yank on them to get them out. Let's see what we got here. Goddess Skull's Oracle. And let's see. It's got a little bit of wear up on the top. That back looks... It's got a little bit of dots there, but somewhat acceptable. And it's got a bend. Let's see. Throw that away. Thunderclap Monk is our next one coming up here. If I can get this thing out. Oh, man. Yeah, this thing is really taped together. Again, reminder, guys, please don't super tape your cards like this when you send them off, because they're having to use so much torque to get them separated. That'll be okay. That I risk damaging the cards getting them out. And I know a lot of people are like, well, they were mint when I sent them. Well, you know, based on your packaging, you know, that can have a very negative impact. This one's got some gunk on the front. That one looks okay on the front. That looks okay. Check on the backs. A little bit of dots there. That's fine. That looks okay. Tiny dot there. That looks all right. Okay. Oh boy. This is going to be a longer video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to deal with this. And yeah, we've got some more. Exact same way. Let me see. Well, these are all Thunderclap Monk. Let me see if I can just open all these. I think the rest of these are actually Thunderclap Monk. I remember ordering a lot of those. Let's see. Yeah, there's more Thunderclap Monk. Yeah, just as a way to kind of make the video a little shorter, let's just kind of zoom through these. And I'll give them a quick once over. And then we'll give them a little critique. Damn it. Goddess Verdant's Guidance. Oh, these are different. Okay, let's crack these open. Hopefully not to... Yeah, again, these cards are also falling out. The penny sleeve is going to be in there forever. Amaterasu. Front looks a little dirty. That's got some noticeable damage there. Ding there on the corner. Check the backs. Same thing here. I think this was from shipping. Same damage here. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's some damage there on the back. And again, this is some streaking. I think this is from shipping. Yeah, okay, so. In fact, let me put that one aside. Let me see, where's that other one that had damage? I'll have to look back through them. Again, let's try and keep this going. Come on. Let's see, we can get some more Amaterasu and Umbra Mirage of the Elemental Lord. Okay, that's a different one. Let's get this last package open, and then we can screw with the tape. The tape on all of them. Oops, this one's stuck. Okay. And these are more monks. Oops. Well, now they're sticking to everything. Jesus. Please don't do this. Oh, great. Look at that. I had to pull so hard that the card saver snapped. The card saver's like, I can't do this. I know that says Ultra Pro on the front. I just call them all card savers. I don't know if that's owned by Ultra Pro. I never really cared to look. Yeah, this is, unfortunately, because of how these are packaged, it's going to take me a little while to go through these. There's a hair there. I didn't order your hair, buddy. Yeah, they look okay, I guess. I mean, there was one that had a little bit of like a ding there. Yeah, there's just so much pulling apart here. Let's see, can I get these out? That one's got some damage there, damage there. Yeah, and the thing is that I understand why he shipped in various envelopes. He wanted to try and minimize damage. But unfortunately, even though he shipped in multiple envelopes, and it did cost him more, I'll give him that, it cost him more in shipping, the way in which he packaged these cards is just, it's not going to work. In fact, when I send cards through the mail, I don't use these, because these are kind of like a soft plasticky, I mean, because look, these are very easily bent, you can bend these really easy. Yeah. Anybody who's dealt with cards in the past or who is a collector knows what these are. These are, I mean, they're good for storage, but they're not that good for shipping, depending on what it is you're, depending on how you're shipping your package. You generally want to go with a protector that's a bit more rigid so that it can survive going through the mail, because again, like I said, since these kind of went through the mail system, and the mail system is at times unforgiving, because again, as I've mentioned in other videos, people don't generally handle these. Sometimes they do if the sorter doesn't know what to do with them. These actually look okay. Well, that's got some damage there. Okay, but yeah, the people don't normally sort these by hand. There's a machine that sorts them, because I mean, let's just be honest, with all the mail going through the mailing system, I mean, if you had people doing it by hand, it would take months to get a letter, because there's just so much going through. The rest of these are Thunderclap Monks. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Again, Mr. Lamode, I thank you for sending multiple envelopes and trying to mitigate any sort of issue as far as shipping, but unfortunately, because of the way these are packaged, it caused damage to some of the cards. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that most of these cards were probably mint/near mint, which is what I purchased them in. Yep, there's the damaged one. But this one's got a little damage. But yeah, unfortunately, packaging them in this way isn't the greatest of ideas, because as we can see here, even though you put them in the card protectors, the card savers, they're like I said, they're not rigid enough. They're not going to make it through the mail without some damage. And I didn't pay a ton for these cards, so I'm not going to completely go off. And again, I applaud them for trying, but unfortunately, even when you over-package things like this and don't use the correct protectors, they're not going to make them through the mail if you send them in an envelope. Now, if you took this whole stack of cards and stuck them like in a bubble envelope with a little bubble protection and maybe like a hard clamshell. Let me see. Do I have a clamshell here? I do. Let me show you a clamshell if I can get to it. Okay, I've been sent cards in these before. This is a clamshell. Now, all of these cards could have probably fit into one of these, and then you put it like in a, I mean, even a smaller little packaging. I mean, you can just, in some cases, you can actually just wrap it up. Although I wouldn't trust the Postal Service with something this, I mean, it's still fairly fragile. It's not like a really thick, super hard plastic, but it's something. So maybe send them in something like this. Because, I mean, think of it. These, I can get these for like 50 cents. They're pretty cheap. So if you were to package up your cards in something like this and then pay like $1.50 in shipping, you could just save yourself a ton of money in shipping and packaging, and also could have saved money on these. Now I know these little card savers are not that expensive, but overall it would have been cheaper. So again, guys, thanks for the video. I know this one was a little bit longer. Again, Mr. Lamode, thank you for the cards. But like I said, anybody who thinks about shipping in this way, just be aware that by the time the cards get to me, we're probably going to see some damaged units, some damaged cards. So just be wary of that, and hopefully you can avoid any kind of problems there. If not, you unfortunately end up with cards like these. They've got pretty good damage on them. Anyways, thanks for checking out the video. I will see you all next time.